Hi guys. So today we're going to talk about Skyspheres, right? So you know when you go into like various worlds and you see these amazing sort of pictures that just they sort of wrap around every angle and you can sort of see. You've always wondered how do you make those? Well, good news. It's really simple. Just a very, very quick reminder. So if you find this content useful and if you want more of it, please do consider dropping me a like and a subscribe. If there's things that you think I can do better or other subjects you want me to cover, please drop a comment. If you think anyone else would find this useful, please do share these links or playlists with them. Yeah, thank you. Okay, on with the show. So I'm going to go through this in a 3-point plan. Part 1 is you can go to an AI Skybox generator. So there's a few of those. Really good one is Blockade Labs, but it's not free. They do charge a subscription for it. Again, if you're going to subscribe to something like that, you know, get your money's worth. It's actually quite cheap. I think it's something like $20 or something. But you can generate like loads of Skyboxes. So if you've got a lot of ideas right now, that I do recommend going for the more premium options. They will give you better quality and Skyboxes. But if you just after sort of trying it something for free, then I can recommend using a service like Rosebud. And we're actually going to use Rosebud today. And now Rosebud won't output things at the same resolution as Blockade Labs might, but we're going to combine that with step 2, which is we're going to upscale the output of a Rosebud Skybox to say 4K. We're going to do that using a service which we'll move on to in just a moment. And then after that, we're going to walk through how to take a sphere in Blender, how to invert that sphere. So we invert the normals. So when you create a sphere, obviously the normals, its surfaces are on the outside, right? But when we select those normals, what happens is the surfaces go inside. So you can actually see the texture on the inside, right? Super clever. And then we UV map that image to the interior. And that is basically all there is to it. That is create your own Skysphere. And then as to how you save that, I would recommend saving it as an unlit texture. Okay, now that's all I can say. But if you save it as an unlit texture, it means it is not affected by light, which is very important for a Skybox. Because you don't want shadows cast on it. That would be ridiculous. Yeah. So anyway, let's move on. Okay, so first of all, get yourself onto Rosebud, okay? And on Rosebud, you can type in a prompt. Retype in that prompt. You can say like, you know, put me in the middle of a desert or a massive red magma-filled hellscape, something like that, right? And then you just give it a few moments, and it'll come back with, you know, a pretty good image. And that image is known as, get this, it's an equi-rectangular projection, which basically means it's a flat rectangular image that you can put onto the inside of a sphere, and it will look absolutely right as rain, no problems. So yeah, once you've done that, save that image. Now we're going to go to another site now. Now there are a lot of them. Again, there are premium options that you can use. So personally, I use Open Art, which is an AI art studio online. And I find that's very good. Once you learn to use a service like that, you get your money's worth. But if you're not interested, there are other options, which we'll go through now. So that option, like for example, you could use imgupscaler.com, and you can sort of put your Skybox into the service and say, yeah, I want it upscaled to 400%. And then it will spit out an image, which then we can use in step 3. And step 3 is where we go into Blender. Okay guys, so we're gonna go into Blender, brand new project, the usual drill. We do press A to select all objects, and then delete to delete those objects. And then the next thing we need to do is Shift and A, then go into the mesh menu and select UV sphere. Alright, So let's get a little look at this. So you need to enable some options first. So underneath the render section over on the right, you need to switch to cycles. This is going to open up some extra options for us, which we'll explore when we create the material now. So now we're going to create the material and we're going to call it Skybox, okay? And because we set it to cycles render, we've got additional options now. If we scroll down and have a little look under viewport display, there's a very hard to see option under here called back face culling. We're going to need to turn that on to see how this is actually going to look. That's quite an important step for sort of previewing this. So the next thing we need to do is we need to switch the viewport shading to the material preview, which is the third icon at the top right. And then we need to set our base color, that's the little yellow dot, to image texture. Okay, now we've done that, we click open and we select an image. Okay, and that'll be our Skybox image, our upscaled Skybox image. So we go find that. And there you go. We have our image actually applied to the outside of the sphere. So the first thing we probably need to take care of is to flip that so it appears on the inside. And this is where the back face culling option becomes important, because we'll be able to see from the outside in. So we just press F3 and then search for the flip option and the normals. Click that, and that's now on the inside. So we can have a little look. And again, the reason we're seeing this is thanks to the back face culling. But yeah, you'll notice that you've got some flat shading on here, which doesn't look attractive at all. So to fix this, we need to apply smooth shading. This is very simple. Again, we press F3 and we look for the shade smooth option. And once we do that, look at that. Gorgeous. The whole thing is, we're actually inside the sphere now. You guys should see the whole thing is now smooth there. So even though it's a relatively low poly sphere, yeah, that's job done basically, guys. So that is ready for export and into your preferred game engine of choice. Cool. I hope that was helpful. Please like and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that was useful. Let me know in the comments, etc., etc. See you later. Bye bye.